Today, Monday, September 15th, 2025. Today's EON Rand is brought to you by Mr. 10 and 7, Mr. 9 and 8, Mike Tomlin. I'm sorry to say this, besides Steeler fans around the world, everybody outside thinks he's a god. Um, he's not a god. He inherited a Super Bowl team and he won a Super Bowl. Good for him. He's forever going to be a championship head coach. But somehow every year they go, he never had a losing season, which is impressive. But it's always like 9 and 8, 10 and 7. He's always had quote. Everybody talks about great rosters. He's had the best rosters. Um, he's never called a play, and people like go crazy about Sean Payton calling plays and other coaches calling plays. He's never called a play on both sides of the ball. And then when he had Kenny Pickett on his team, everybody said, "Oh, he has Kenny Pickett. He's going to have a quarterback because he's a quarterback guru, right? Because he's been basically having Ben Roethlisberger's whole life." And then yesterday they lost a game. Their main play they lost a game on was a kickoff where the guy just left it alone. That's all coaching. You all know the rules. I know the rules from the day. It's a lot. Every kick is unofficially a onside kick. Every kick, because when you kick it, the first one to touch it gets possession. That's how it works. It's a fact. It's a fact of football that you've been taught since you're in Pee Wee League. Everybody knows that. Oh, that guy didn't know that. So why don't you teach the simple stuff? You're supposed to teach the fundamentals from day one. How to slide, how to do this, the basic stuff. And he's got obviously an older Hall of Fame quarterback, but every year it's like he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that. No, he doesn't. He has himself, and he always has a 9 and 8, 10 and 7 team. They always start hot, and or they go or they start slow, and then they reach at the end and they win their 9 games, and everybody goes, "Wow, what a job! What a job he has done." Now I'm just gonna say this: I don't care, but you got stop pretending him. Stop stop idolizing the guy like he's so great. He's not. That's my point with him. I don't care if you ever. He's Marvin Lewis. He's literally Marvin Lewis. That took over a Super Bowl championship roster, and he won it. Good for him. But he's Marvin Lewis, and that's what he is. And I don't know. Would I, as a Jet fan who got their butts kicked yesterday, would I take a Marvin Lewis for my franchise? I guess if we're desperate, why not? I mean, we're gonna win 9, 10 games, 11 games one year. We're gonna win 10 games, and we're gonna lose in the playoffs every year. But at least we're gonna make it exciting. Um, with these New York Jets, it looks like we're going to be running for the first pick of the draft. Going now we got our quarterback. Now we got our now we're always pausing and freezing that we have our quarterback and we never have anything. Oh, we have pieces. Okay, what have pieces done for us? It's cut us into pieces. So the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're going to be in the running. They're going to be a solid team, and but it's going to be the same exact story every time. And that's my prediction this year. And if he has a better year, I'll admit it. I'll come out on him and I'm wrong. Just like I admit, I think the Yankees are going to win more than 85 games this year. When I picked them to win 85, check out in my archives that I picked the Yankees to win 85 games this year, and they're going to win more. And I'm very actually impressed with what they did this year. But I digress from that. And talking about everything, it's about the New York Jets. It's just sickening to see like Geno Smith being a solid quarterback, um, Sam Darnold being a solid quarterback, and Aaron Rodgers. I know he didn't play well yesterday, but in the first game he throws 4 touchdowns against the New York Jets, and it's just sickening to me. Like every time a guy leaves this team, plays quarterback, you just don't know how to play quarterback here. And I mean, they got embarrassed yesterday. So what are they going to release every player now again this week? What's that going to do? Um, I like the fact that he showed he's in charge. He is in charge. I'll have patience with him being good or bad for about 2 years, and then I'm gonna start screaming off the walls. We need a new coach, but it looks. Hopefully, it's not like that. Hopefully, it's okay. He's the coach, and let it be. Another thing about uh, around the league, Michael Penix looks good for the lefty quarterback for the Falcons. Obviously, the Dolphins lose again. They were competitive yesterday. They made it bigger. I guess Mike McDaniel is going to be like every coach in the NFL. He was there a couple of years, and then he's going to be fired, and whatever, and you're going to move on from him, and life is going to move on, just like every single team in the NFL. Um, can I name more teams? Nah, Kansas City's 0-2 for the first time in Patrick Mahomes' career. Um, I don't. I'll be honest. I see the Kansas City Chiefs play. I literally see one. I mean, Chris Jones on the defensive end, but I on offense they have one player and that's it. They don't have anything. They had 5 different left tackles and 5 different Super Bowls they've played in. They Travis Kelsey is good, not great anymore. He looks much older than he once was. Obviously, um, that's a fact of life. But I don't.
I gotta grab my vacuum.
I just, I just so don't see. I really don't. I don't see a great team. Obviously, they have a great quarterback, which can propel them to be a very good team, but they're 0-2 now. And in division, that's much better. So we'll see. They obviously are going through a run right now, and we'll see if the other teams break it. That's it. That's it's going through the NFL. Not much other crazy things. Oh yeah, the New York Giants versus the Cowboys. The New York Giants somehow have their best game in the past 5 years. Probably the Giants have played in the past 5 years, and they still somehow lose. And that's the story of the New York Giants. They fought well. Malik Neighbors, that was a good pick because he's a great player. Russell Wilson played, I think, is probably his best game since he was in the Seattle uniform that I could remember. And you know what? Hey, the Giants, they somehow lost the game. I know the pick in the overtime was terrible, but you got to give credit to that kicker. I mean, he's probably the player of the week, and he's a kicker. This is what it is, by the way, right now with NFL. I'm going to say this: with kickers have strong legs right now. Because they have strong legs, kickers could be the player of a week. I always make fun of kickers. Obviously, they're not the main position on a team, but they could be a player of the week. They could be a player, the reason why a team wins and loses the game. Not like a 42-yarder and okay, they're supposed to hit it, whatever, this and that. No, with kickers right now hitting 50, now 60-yard field goals, you could be like, that guy won the game. He didn't win the game by hitting 30-yard field goals and 25-yard field goals. We're talking about legit like power legs now, and I got to give credit to that. And that's all I got to say. Nothing crazy, and see you all, and subscribe to my channel, and thank you.